Today we're diving into the nitty-gritty of calculating commercial rent, including 3 strategies you need to know for different lease types. Whether you're leasing your first space or looking to renegotiate your current lease, I've got you covered. If you're new here, my name's Nate Ohlrich and I'm an active commercial real estate broker. I've helped hundreds of clients source and negotiate commercial leases around the country. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to calculate commercial lease rent like a pro. Also, stick around till the end because I've got a great bonus that will make your life a whole lot easier. All right, let's get started by tackling some of that intimidating real estate jargon. You've probably heard terms like triple net and cap rate tossed around. Don't worry, I'm here to break it all down for you. Understanding rent per square foot. So what does it mean when a broker says the space is $20 per square foot triple net? It sounds confusing, but it's really just a way to standardize rent calculations across different properties. Instead of quoting a lump sum, rent is often given on a per square foot basis to make it easier to compare spaces of various sizes. Before getting into the math, you need to know if the per square foot rent price is based on either an annual or monthly calculation. In my experience, most of the time it is calculated on an annual basis. There are some cities or states that calculate it on a monthly basis, such as Phoenix, Houston, and Boise. Once you verify this, you can get into the math. Here's the math behind it. Let's take a real-world example. Suppose your commercial space is 1,000 square feet and the rent is quoted at $20 per square foot annually. Your triple net charges are $5 per square foot annually. A quick reminder of what triple net charges are. They are your pro rata share of the property's common area maintenance fees, property insurance, and property taxes. For this example, the base rent is $20 per square foot and triple nets are $5 per square foot, totaling $25 per square foot. Here's how you calculate your total annual rent. You take the price per square foot times the total square feet, and that equals the total annual rental rate. So you multiply $25 by 1,000 square feet, that equals $25,000 per year. To find your monthly rent, simply divide by 12. $25,000 divided by 12 months equals $2,083 per month. One final note on your occupancy costs. Most commercial spaces will have you put utilities in your own name and you'll be charged based on usage. Some office spaces might include utilities in their rental price. This is usually done when the lease is structured as a full service lease. A full service lease's rate is the sum of the base rent, triple nets, and utilities all rolled up into one number. I'll get into an example of this soon. The last tip here, you need to verify with the property's representative, probably a broker or an agent, what is included in the rental prices. This way you'll know for sure. Easy, right? Hold on, it can get more complex. Let's talk about lease structures. Commercial leases come in several flavors, basically different ways the rent is presented to you. Understanding these can help you negotiate better and avoid surprises down the road. The first type we'll talk about is a triple net lease. You have the base rent plus additional rent of the 3 nets. This was the structure in the example I just gave. Tenants pay their base rent plus their share of property taxes, insurance, and common area maintenance, sometimes called CAM. Here's an example continuing on from our previous scenario. You might be quoted $20 per square foot triple net with an additional $5 per square foot for the triple net expenses. So if your space is 1,000 square feet, the base rent would be $20 times 1,000 square feet equals $20,000 per year. The triple net expenses are $5 times 1,000 square feet or $5,000 per year. The utilities of electricity, water and sewer, internet, and phones are $500 monthly or $6,000 yearly. Your total annual rent is $31,000 per year or $2,583 per month. Next is a full service gross lease. This price is all inclusive. The landlord covers all expenses, including taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance. An example, you might be quoted $30 per square foot full service. For a 2,000 square foot space, $30 per square foot times 2,000 square feet equals $60,000 per year or $5,000 per month. As a reminder, this type of lease is most common in office properties. Lastly, we have a modified gross lease. This is a hybrid approach. The tenant pays base rent and some, but not all, of the additional expenses. These might include utilities, janitorial services, or specific maintenance costs. An example, you might see a quote like $30 per square foot modified gross net of janitorial services. If your space is 3,000 square feet, the base rent is $30 per square foot times 3,000 square feet or $90,000 per year. Plus, let's say janitorial costs you an extra $1 per square foot. This janitorial cost of $1 times 3,000 square feet equals $3,000 per year. The total annual rent would be $93,000 per year, or $7,750 per month. At the end of the day, if you have multiple spaces that you are considering that have different asking rates associated with their lease types, you need to calculate what your all-in monthly costs are at each space. All of the costs would include the base rent, property taxes and property insurance, common area maintenance, and utilities. Once you know the all-in costs, you can convert these to a per square foot price if you want to compare several sites against each other. What really matters though is what the grand total is that you'll be paying each month at each respective space. Finally, let's talk about the importance of having professional help. Navigating commercial leases can be daunting. Each deal is unique and there are many variables at play. That's why it's crucial to have both a knowledgeable commercial real estate broker and a good attorney by your side. They can help you understand the fine print and negotiate the best possible terms. There you have it, a comprehensive guide to calculating commercial rent. Remember, understanding how rent is calculated can save you money and prevent headaches down the road. And as promised, I've included a link to a handy rent calculator in the video description below. Check it out to make your rent calculations a breeze. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave any questions you have in the comments below. I'll get back to you. And if you're hungry for more commercial real estate tips, tricks, and market updates, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and happy leasing.